All right, we are back. Apologize for the mess that we had going on for that first quarter, but nonetheless, here we are. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Detroit Lions, 11:18 to go in the first half. And the Lions, who had a miserable start to the game, are in business here to make this interesting. Low hit on Goff to add 15 yards to the end of the play. Goff is wearing a left knee brace under his pads. Vikings at the Lions at the 40, their own 49 after the penalty. 11 minutes to go in the half. And a little toss. Montgomery with a solid gain. Jerry Tillery. How, if your last name is Tillery, do you not call your son Arthur for artillery? Come on. Unbelievable. Name does it for itself. And he's an NFL player? Artillery? All right. Goff's back. Delivers a strike to St. Brown, who's been very quiet in the half so far. Eagles up 14-0 all of a sudden. We'll check on some scores in a moment. Be 1st and 10 for the Lions. Like a full start. That's on Montgomery. I'm just hoping they don't call 74 anymore for his sake. He's filling in for an injury. He has been called way too often. Hate to see it. First and 15 for the Lions. They are in field goal range, but remember, Dan Campbell's their coach. Nothing is field goal range. Off under center, and a handoff to Montgomery with a solid gain of 4. He's 2nd and 11. Are you allowed to just bring horns into the stadium? I guess for the Vikings you are. 7 guys on the line for the Vikings showing blitz. And 6 come. And a beautiful throw by Goff to St. Brown. The Vikings take a risk and it bites them. St. Brown with a touchdown. What a beautiful throw by Goff. Great job by the offensive line to pick up the pressure. They were outnumbered. So they actually get an extra blocker to match up 6v6 on the rushers. St. Brown in for the touchdown. And the extra point is good. And the Lions, after a absolutely miserable start, lead 14-10. Perfectly thrown ball. All right, let's check some scores. Philadelphia, I don't know what happened there, but they're up 14-0. Green Bay up 14-10 on Houston. Still 7-0 Cincinnati. Tennessee leads Buffalo 10-7. The alarms are sounding for the Bills. They destroyed the Jaguars on Monday Night Football that one game, and they haven't been right since. They squeaked out a win against the Jets, but right after that Jags game, they got blown out by the Raiders. Or not the Raiders, the Ravens. Trying to think of the other game. Let's see. So they were rolling, right? Were they 3-0? I believe they were either 3-0 or 4-0. Let's see. Oh yeah, the Texans was the other one. So they beat the Jags by 37. They beat the Bills by 21. They're just hammering. They're 3-0 and they look like the best team in the NFL. And then they dropped They looked so miserable against the Texans. Squeaked out a win against the Jets, but they lost by 25 to the Ravens. Now the Titans are giving it to them a little bit here. Let's see what we got. Josh Allen, 4 of 10 for 65 yards. So other than the Keon Coleman 44-yard touchdown reception, Josh Allen's 3 for 9 for 21 yards. Yikes, what the hell? Does Amari Cooper have a catch? Oh, Mason Rudolph starting. Is Levis hurt? Or did they just say screw it and benched him? Amari Cooper, nothing yet. That's a disappointing one, is Curtis Samuel. When he went to the Bills, I thought that was going to be, because he seemed like he was very underrated for the Commanders. But I thought he was going to break out with the Bills and just isn't working out. Oh. Vikings down by 4, 8:39 to go in the half. And the kickoff will be taken out from the 1. And he's got some room out to the 25 where he's swallowed up by a ton of white jerseys. Get the overhead. I love the overhead shot. So 7-man front, 7v6. Tim Patrick is the one who picks up the end, picks up Van Ginkel to give him enough time. St. Brown just on the fly from the slot, able to walk into the end zone. Arnold under center. And play action. Steps up into the pocket and delivers a strike to Jefferson. 2 men on him, doesn't matter. Nice pass and catch by Darnold to Jefferson. Darnold 8 for 9 for 63 yards. Jefferson 3 catches, 33 yards. Detroit shows pressure. And handoff to Jones, who breaks through for a gain of 3. Let's see. This is a Hurts to Brown touchdown. Actually a good pass. He has a few in him a game. That's about it. Texans knock a field goal through to make it a 1-point game in Green Bay. Game score across the board. Yes. Darnold under center. Ham in motion. Little dump out to Jones, who has some room to move. There's a first down and more. Pushed out of bounds around the 40. Aaron Jones is second on the Vikings with receiving, behind obviously Justin Jefferson. And a handoff to Jones, who gains 2. All right, 2nd and 8 for the Vikings. Darnold under center. Play action. And he goes across. Intercepted. What an amazing interception. Brian Branch, who just made the tackle on the last play, with a diving interception. Pass intended for Addison. It was not a bad throw by any stretch. It was a fantastic defensive play. The jumps the route and just a diving, absolutely incredible play. And that there is nothing wrong with that throw. The route was there. It was just a fantastic defensive play. It's the second best interception I've seen this year, behind Cam Taylor-Britt's one-handed insane catch for the Bengals there. It was week 2. Incredible. Off under center. Hands off. That's Gibbs. Gets 8. Fantastic play. Absolutely great. He jumps the route, and it's not necessarily a dive, but he gets low. He gets in front of the receiver and has to jump. He's running forward, has to jump back and outstretch. Fantastic. And 5 minutes to go in the half. Off under center. And play action. Checks it down to Gibbs with a huge gain into Vikings territory. Tackled just shy of the 45. What a change this game has become. The first quarter, slow, plodding. And now all of a sudden, the Lions have picked it up. Winner of this game will be the top of the NFC. Goff is 10 for 10 for 127 yards and a touchdown. And a handoff to Gibbs with another big gain. As he pushes. There are 6 purple jerseys around him, and he's still pushing. As they finally blow the whistle dead, and that will be 2nd and very short. See where the progress goes. They call it 8. So it'll be 2nd and 2. Second and 2, Goff under center, bunch to the right, man in motion. That's St. Brown, and that's where he goes. Short catch for the first down. Stephon Gilmore on the tackle. He's been around forever now. He's got to be a 12-year veteran at this point. Still doing it. Everywhere he goes, I don't know if he just picks great defenses to join when he signs in free agency, or he has something about him he brings to these defenses, but he's always part of a fantastic defense. And a handoff to Montgomery, who's tackled for a short loss. Even when he was on Dallas, that defense was good. That's Dallas. He was on Dallas last year, I believe. America's team, guys. I just glanced at the Eagles game, and there are 9 sacks so far in the first half. 5 for the Eagles, 4 for the Giants. Boy. Off in the gun, bunch to the right. St. Brown in motion. Now you have trips to the left. Goff is back and goes deep over the middle and complete. That's Sam Laporta. Inside the 15, down close to the 10. Gain of 25. Laporta. Nice adjustment on the play. The ball was underthrown. And he's able to snag it, roll, and get up and try and grab some more. What a difference Detroit is between the first and second quarters. My goodness. Take a peek at Philly here. Giants down 14-0, driving with the ball. They cross midfield. Not many commercials these days are any good, but the old guys trying to redo it. Dan Marino out of breath, getting to the coin toss and needing reading glasses. Fantastic. Oh. Imagine. I couldn't imagine doing it right now. Imagine if you were what? How old is Dan Marino? Probably 55, 60. Oh my God. Probably hurts just to get up. Jesus. What about Jerry Rice? He played for 27 years. He's got to hurt. Just hurt. Let's see what we got here. Jones rolling out to his right. Gonna run for the first down as Eagles were just lazy on that play. I don't know what the hell they were doing there. Let's check some other scores as we are still in commercial for Vikings Lions. Seattle up 17-7 over Atlanta. Can anyone tell me what exactly a Seahawk is? Like, is it a specific hawk or is it fictional? Titans up 10-7 on the Bills. Cincinnati 7-0 over the Browns. They took the opening kickoff back for a touchdown. There has literally been no other score in that game. Miami up 7-0 over Indy. Eagles 14-0 over the Giants. And the tight one, everyone expected to be a close game. Packers 14, Texans 13, 2-minute warning, Houston driving. Let's open this in a new tab, see how they're doing. About where the drive is. Coming back here from the break. We're drive 4 plays, so it's started at the Houston 45, 4 plays, 36 yards, so they are knocking. Let's head back over as we're back out from the break. We'll follow up on that score shortly. Crowd's getting hype. 1st and 10 from the 11. Little toss to Gibbs. Gain of a couple. Just a reminder, the Vikings will get the kickoff in the second half. Even though they came out to a 10-0 lead, Detroit started with the ball and just... they were pretty miserable there. First quarter. Incredible how this game has turned. I was getting ready to switch over to a different game. Second and 8. Handoff to Gibbs. Sorry, that's Montgomery. Third and 6, gain of 2. Stuck on 14-10. Lions over the Vikings. 48 seconds to go. 3rd and 6. Lions are taking their sweet time because this has to be a pass play. You're not comfortable just kicking a field goal. The Vikings are too dangerous to just play around like this. They're going to let it run down to the 1 second left on the play clock, and they call a timeout. 3rd and 6. Let's check in with that Texans-Packers. Minute 16 to go. Showing a Super Bowl rematch. Out of the last 5 Super Bowls? Not updating on this for some reason. I don't know why my voice went so high. Puberty, I guess. I'll go through. 3rd and 7 for the Lions. They call it, they brought it back a yard at some point. 3rd and 7, 29 seconds to go. And 1 timeout remaining for the Lions. So the whole playbook is available here. And they hand it off to Gibbs, who runs it in for the touchdown. Barely touched. Everyone was expecting pass, and they just halfback draw. Gibbs was barely touched the entire way. And the Lions score 3 touchdowns in the second quarter. Really put the pressure on the Vikings. I have no rooting interest in this game. I'm just rooting for a good game. So if you're the Vikings, you got to come out swinging in the second half. But here's the thing. No time to panic. You have 30 minutes of game time to go. You can still come out for the entire third quarter, run your regular offense. You don't need to change anything at this point. You have to change a little bit defensively, but offensively, you don't have to panic. It's 21-10 with 5 minutes to go in the game. Sure. But there's no reason that you can't just come out and run your normal offense, which has gotten you to a 5-0 record. All right, let's check some scores here. The Texans put the ball in the end zone. Do you go for 2 if you're the Texans? I think it's too early. You can't be chasing points already like this. Just go for the extra point. You can force the Packers to some field goals. Go for the 2-point conversion when you have to. Just get the ball, kick the extra point, and send it back to Green Bay. If they get a touchdown, who cares? You can worry about that after. Oh. No. 23 seconds ago, I imagine the Vikings will kneel on it. So the Yankees, they're showing a World Series promo here. The Yankees are in the World Series. They're waiting on the winner of Dodgers-Mets. Game 6 is tonight at 7. Dodgers up 3-2. You're the Yankees. You want the Mets to win tonight. You want to force the Dodgers, even though there's plenty of time before the World Series. You want to force them to have to really struggle. Yep, 2-point conversion failed for Houston because you can't do anything smart. Oh, drop by Munt. The Vikings aren't just kneeling and going into the half. Little dump to Munt, and he flat out dropped it. Darnold's been through it all. He's not rattled. Nothing that Darnold has done so far is on this. The score is not on Darnold. That interception was just an incredible play. Darnold in the gun, bunched to the left. And a handoff to Jones, who's got plenty of room. But there's no timeouts left for the Vikings. So that'll take us to the half. Out here. Their games go like not at half. Well, let's peek into Houston and Green Bay while we're waiting here. So QB comparison, Goff is 12 for 12 in the first half, and Darnold is 9 for 12. But if you think about it, he had that incredible interception, not on him, and then the drop that we just saw by Munt. So other than those two, he's 9 for 10. Incredible. All right, let's check in on Green Bay, Houston. Well, this hits at the half. Green Bay down 5 because of the 2-point conversion attempt. Love completes it to Watson. Those Packers fans out there, do you like these helmets? Because I'm not a Packers fan by any stretch of the imagination, but these damn helmets are awesome, especially matched with the white on white. Love goes down for a sack. Call a timeout if you're Houston. It's 3rd down. Maybe you can get some points. Nope, nobody's calling a timeout. Jordan Love is doing a dance of some kind. Third and 9. Love is back from the gun. Gonna go deep. As a man. Incomplete. Wow. That is a heart stopper if you're a Texans fan. That is a beautiful throw and just could not hang on. Hits him in the hands. He grabs it, rolls, and then lets it loose. Wow. Typically, the Packers will when they rock the white jerseys. Well, I guess classic Packers, it's always yellow pants, right? Yeah. Yellow. Yeah, these look good. Oh. Punt takes it. We got 7 seconds left. What is going on with the Bengals? So that's going to end that half. Let's check in on Cincinnati, Cleveland, who has an opening kickoff return for a touchdown and literally nothing since. 3rd and 8 for the Bengals, approaching midfield. Got that little mini logo dude for... What a disappointment the Bengals have been. My goodness. 41 seconds to go in the half. 3rd and 8. Bengals no timeouts. Burrows back and throws in. He caught that. T. Higgins with a catch. No, incomplete. Okay. My first instinct was incomplete, but he came up looking like he caught it. Pass off to the left sideline, and it was just kind of fluttered there. Higgins couldn't hang on. It was out of his reach. That wasn't on Higgins. That was on Burrow for sure. What in the hell is going on with the Bengals? I can't figure them out. Oh, knuckle punt. Directly to the returner, but he doesn't have any room. Darden. Incredible. You have such high hopes for Cincinnati to start the year, and it's nothing. Absolute nothing. Oh, they're showing all of the franchise saviors, including Johnny Manziel. And it's funny. They show Baker Mayfield. That's not on him. I saw a stat at the bottom. Look at Joe Burrow, 8 of 15 for 81 yards, which is pretty pathetic. Deshaun Watson is 15 of 17 for 128 yards. 15 of 17. And Nick Chubb has the only offensive touchdown of the game. Did they go for 2? What in the hell? Let's check this. Kicking. Check the kicking stats. Dustin Hopkins missed a field goal and missed an extra point. The only reason the Bengals have a lead. What a pathetic showing again by this Bengals offense. Incredible. How Zach Taylor is in trouble, I think, in terms of his job security. Because who else are you going to blame? Are you going to blame Joe Burrow? Guy you just signed to a $55 million per year contract extension? I don't know what to make of this. The leading rusher for the Bengals, Jamar Chase. Wow. Plus 10. Oh, Buffalo. What happened? Miami up 10-3 on Indy. Everything's at halftime. The only other game that's... Well, two games have happened so far. The Thursday and the Sunday morning game. What's the Thursday game? Oh, Denver shellacked New Orleans. New Orleans, who went from scoring 44.5 points per game after the first 2 weeks to they're scoring around 19 per game since. And then... I can't deal with these ads, these presidential ads. It's tough. Yeah, sure it will. But anyways, now they're scoring around 19, and they had 20. They put up 27 points last week against Tampa, but all 27 points were scored in the second quarter. Very, very odd. Ooh, looks like the Seahawks are back from halftime. Yep. Let's pop it on there. On. Usually a West Coast team traveling for a 1 o'clock East Coast game doesn't go too well, but Seahawks traditionally, at least ever since the Pete Carroll era, travel pretty well. It is quiet in Atlanta right now. Mike McDonald's jacked, on the coach for the Seahawks. All right, here we go. See how we're looking. Game back. Cousins 10 of 13 for 106 so far. At 11 of 14. First down for the Falcons. Falcons need to put up points on the drive. There's a lot of empty seats in Atlanta. And they were trying to say at Wembley Stadium earlier they had over 86,000 people there. Maybe that includes like workers and restaurant staff and all that, because there was a ton of empty seats, and the seats at Wembley are bright red. And yeah. It's a thing. Like, so All Elite Wrestling, right? They've done 2 stadium shows at Wembley 2 years in a row. They had, I think it was 80 or 90. Shit, man. All right. Don't eat that because I was praying. More technical difficulties helped by the misses. It slipped. All right. Thank you for your help, darling. All right, we're back. I think we're gonna do. Falcons are moving along here, but waiting. Okay, Detroit, Minnesota's back for the. I should just be ending these after each quarter because I've had loads of technical difficulties today. All right, Detroit's back plus 11. So I think if Detroit scores again, make it 28-10, I think we'll switch it to another game. Buffalo, Tennessee's close. Cincinnati, the Battle of Ohio is close. The Boho. I don't know. All right. Second down for the Vikings. Darnold in the gun, flag down. Darnold's moving, breaking the sack, and he's going to throw it away. That's a weird looking helmet. 71 for Vikings. Fouls by both teams. Holding on the offense 86 and 75, and then holding on 21 on the defense. So if it's 2 penalties for the Vikings and 1 for the Lions, why don't each holding offset, so it would be -10 for Vikings? And it's weird, they get to replay second down as well. They had more infractions and they still get to replay second down. It's kind of weird. Second and 10 for the Vikings. Darnold in the gun. Jones to his right. Darnold's back. Has time. Thank you, though. And Jefferson with the catch, and that'll be 3rd and short. Whistles down. Oh, we have an injury on the play. 93 for Detroit. Haskell. He's an old school dude too. He's got no gloves, no pads, nothing. Just showed up off the street. He just got done helping his buddy move. That's a good sign. He's getting up and walking off. Is Jefferson the best receiver in the NFL? Is he? Truly. Sarcasm aside, when I always say Sedarian is the best in the NFL, the best of all time, it's obvious sarcasm. It's in response to people saying that CeeDee's the best wide receiver in the NFL after he had a really good season last year. You got to put in more than a good season for me to be like, yeah, you're the best. You know? That's why I didn't give CJ Stroud the Hall of Fame jacket last year. But anyways. Darnold in the gun, 3rd and 2. Jones to his right. Darnold drops back on 3rd and 2. And complete. Naylor fumbles. And is that Branch again? Branch picks it up. And Branch takes it all the way for a touchdown. They're going to have to review that because I don't know if Naylor stepped out first. But what a change. Oh my God. Watch the foot. He did. He's out of bounds. They're going to review it, and it's going to be Vikings ball. He stepped out first. Great. There. He's definitely out of bounds. Branch has been all over the place today. Regardless if he, this obviously is not going to be a touchdown. It shouldn't take this long for the scoring review. Here we're back. Oh, they're back to tell us it's under review. Oh my God. Why does it take this long? There's one angle. His foot's out of bounds. He's still got the ball. There's no reason to take this to commercial. Absolutely absurd. This should take 4 seconds. All right. Oh, Buffalo puts in a touchdown to start the third quarter. Takes the lead over Tennessee. Atlanta gets into the end zone, 17-14. We got some games going. Surprisingly, this is the one I thought would be most back and forth. Biggest deficit, other than Philly, the same deficit. Math. All the other games are one score, other than this in Philly. The replay system I can't figure out. There was that play earlier with Phillips where he clearly strips the guy, the offensive player for the Lions. He strips him. The guy's laying on top of him. So he's clearly not touching the ground. Like it's obviously visible, and they don't overturn it. Or oh yeah, the original call on the field was, well, they didn't have enough evidence in order to overturn the call. That's bullshit. Just look at the video and make the change. It was clear. And now look where the Vikings are. They needed that. Completely shifted the game. Because they would have had the ball deep in Lions territory. And instead the Lions end up punting away. Vikings haven't scored since. Crazy. Just see the replay. It doesn't need to take 15 minutes. We're already going on. I thought the guy was the ref was coming out to say, hey, we saw it. It's over. After we're sitting here for 3 minutes, he says, previous plays under review. What were you doing for the first 3 minutes? What are we doing? It's ridiculous. They do the same, and it's not just the NFL. They did the same thing. I see it in baseball all the time. MLB particularly. I don't watch baseball. Watch a little bit of college, like College World Series, but I don't know. I don't know why this is taking so damn long. It's unbelievable. So Dean Blandino is saying whether or not he has control and he's touching the ball and he's out of bounds. Oh my God, this is unreal. No, it's not. Just get this over with. His toe is out of bounds too, so Jesus. The crowd saw it once and started cheering. The damn refs needed 15 minutes to change it. It doesn't need to be like this. Oh yeah, great job by the officials to stretch this game out. I know, it's a nitpick, but it's just ridiculous that. And the other thing they need to add, obviously, is anything should be able to be challenged. Why is there like some things that can and can't? It doesn't make any sense. Goff is 12 of 12 for a $156 in that first half. All right, Vikings in Lions territory at the 46. And Darnold hands off to Jones with a huge gain of 9. Kirby Joseph on the tackle. And handoff to Jones again, who has another huge gain. First down. Jones is eating right now. Why? This is what the Jags did perfectly earlier. Tank Bigsby was running it down the throat of the Patriots. Why why play around right now? There's no reason to. And Darnold under center again. There's no reason you should do. Oh, play action. And a little dump out to Munt. Gain of 2. Darnold with just 3 incompletions still going into the third quarter. No touchdowns to be had. And Darnold back. And throws at the feet of Jones. The screen was blown up. This is what drives me nuts when I watch the Eagles. Why did they go away from Jones? He had 2 10+. Oh, it was a 9 and then a 10+ back to back. And then they just stopped. Doesn't make any sense. And now it's 3rd and long. The drive was just absolutely moving, and it seemed like it was just going easily. Now it's 3rd and 8. Trips to the left. Single back to the right. Addison in motion. Darnold back. And caught by Jefferson for a touchdown. Great throw by Darnold. Great catch by Jefferson. Weird dance to follow up. I don't know what the Christ he's doing, but the catch, A+. The dance, C. Darnold with a tremendous throw. Tight coverage. A great play by Darnold to Jefferson bails out the offensive play calling. And unlike the Texans, the Vikings are going to go for the extra point. What a concept. The Detroit Lions 21, the Minnesota Vikings 17. Great play by Jefferson. Let's check some other scores. Green Bay with the ball down by 5. Cincinnati with the ball +1. Tennessee -4 with the ball. Seattle +3 with the ball. Indy, what the hell's going on in Indy? -7 to the Dolphins, the inept Dolphins. Let's see, who's the quarterback for the Dolphins? Is it Huntley this week? Yeah, Huntley 7-12 for 87 yards and a touchdown. And the damn Dolphins are winning. What are you doing, Indy? Oh, that's why. Why is Joe Flacco not in the game? Why? Anthony Richardson with 110 total yards. Passing, he's 5 of 15 for 64 yards. Running, he's 7 for 46. He's the leading rusher. Did Joe Flacco, like, what's going on? Did his stellar play make you think that Richardson could do the same? I don't get it. You just locked in because he's your first round pick? Why do you handcuff these coaches? Ooh, Green Bay scores a touchdown to take a lead on the Texans. Good lordy. What are we doing? 5 of 15. Ooh. Colts just scored. Goodson for a 7-yard touchdown. Who the hell is Goodson and what the hell did he do? Who is your daddy and what did he do? Did a rush? Okay. Nothing's... Oh, there it goes. It just changed. Tyler Goodson with a touchdown to tie it up. And the Vikings kick it off. Touchback for Detroit. Ooh, Seattle puts up a touchdown as well to regain a 10-point lead. What a great catch by Jefferson. They're showing that. The throw by Darnold, very tight coverage. Jefferson did get away with a push off there. The dance, though, that's got to be changed. Oh, little screen to Montgomery, who one-hands it and gets a first down. Wow. He's twisting, and he could only get one hand on it because of the way his body was spinning. Fantastic catch. Probably some help from those Clifford Franklin gloves, huh? Those sticky... Clifford Franklin from the Replacements and Little Giants also did it. Off under center. St. Brown in motion. And a handoff to Montgomery for a short, solid gain. He's still pushing. Gain of 5. Amari Cooper was the Bills' touchdown. Welcome to Buffalo, Amari Cooper. Second and 4 for the Detroit Lions. Montgomery was able to push forward for a few extra yards to get 6. Hand off to Montgomery. Third straight play and no gain. There's a flag. The defensive tackle for the Vikings is strongly signaling a hold. Demonstrably signaling for a hold. Graham Glasgow on the penalty. I want to call him Glass now because that name's in my head. It's the Dodgers pitcher, Tyler Glasnow. It's Graham Glasgow. No relation. Second and 14 for the Lions. Off in the gun. 2 wide receivers to the right. And back he goes and delivers to Raymond for a short gain. Goff still perfect on the day. 3rd and 9. Trips to the left. Goff audible. And Gibbs comes out from the backfield after the audible. And here we go. Goff back. Delivers a strike. Beautiful. It's Raymond again. Goff checks out of the first play to gain extra protection and delivers. Nice throw. Goff still perfect. Can he go the whole game? Again, he did it against Seattle. Goff under center. Bunch to the left. Raymond in motion. And there it is. The first incompletion intended for Laporta. Batted away by Pat Jones. Second and 10 for the Lions. And that'll be either be a timeout or a timeout Detroit with the penalty. Bengals get into the end zone. Break that slump. Seattle plus 10, Buffalo plus 4, Bengals plus 8, Houston minus 2 with the ball, 10-10 Miami, Indianapolis, Miami with the ball, and Eagles knocking on the door up by 11. That looks like another touchdown for Philly. Let's say Jalen Hurts quarterback sneak. Exciting stuff. Be 21-3 at Barkley's John with the Giants, his former team. Goff's back. Flag down. False start. Please don't be 74. Oh no. 58, okay. The camera was zooming in on 74 again. I feel bad for 74. He's having a rough day at the office here. Second and 15 for the Lions from the 47 of the Vikings. Playing for field goal range, not if you're Dan Campbell. Goff is back and delivers a strike. Tim Patrick for the catch. 22-yard gain for the first down. Goff nearly had the ball stripped. Nearly stripped the ball. And Goff hangs on. Decker's able to push him around just enough to where he can't get that. Then he has enough time to deliver the strike. 26-yard line. Go the Lions. A little screen. Williams is tackled immediately. Van Ginkel all over him. Viking himself. He needs to grow a beard. Just be the logo. Second and 14 for the Lions. Good Lord. And a handoff. And Montgomery for a nice gain. That dude is a load to deal with. He'll bring up third and medium. Montgomery is a tough runner. He's in that Pacheco type category where he runs with a full head of steam and he just will bully you. He's fullback intensity with halfback speed. Dangerous. Trips to the right, Goff in the gun. Gibbs to his right, motions to his left. And that's Laporta at the left of the screen as well. And Goff goes back. Pocket collapses and delivers a strike. And that's a touchdown. Raymond breaks a tackle. And the Lions answer the opening drive that the Vikings had with a touchdown of their own to regain a 10-point lead, 11 pending the extra point. Goff stands tall in the pocket. He's willing. Oh, Gilmore tripped, leaving Raymond wide open, and then Gibbs with a chip block and allows Raymond to run along the outside. Gibbs with an assist on that play for sure. And the extra point's good. 28 Detroit, 17 Minnesota. Just a little chip block. It wasn't, Gibbs didn't come up and obliterate him or drop down into a tackle stance and sumo block him. Nothing. It was just a little chip, enough for Raymond to get around and score the touchdown. Lions play great team ball. All right, let's check the other scores. Nothing much has changed. Cincinnati has the ball again, +8. Green Bay was able to stop Houston. Still has a 2-point lead. All the rest of the games are the same. There are 3 games that are over 1 score. It looks like Buffalo added a... God. Man, it is one-sided in terms of... I'm seeing a lot of presidential ads, and it is one-sided. I have not seen one Trump ad. I've only seen Harris ads. Only. Just an observation. There's how many millions of people watching this game, and all you see is one, it goes in one direction. Just an observation. So what I was saying was everything's a 1-score game except for Seattle. Seattle has the ball +10. Detroit +11 and Philly +18. The rest of the games are... You might switch over to Houston, Green Bay just to round it out, depending if the Vikings keep it interesting or not. Are the letting Saquon Barkley walk? What an odd choice. You're the Giants and you're trying to build this team, and you had Malik Neighbors and Saquon Barkley. You have both of these guys and you're trying to make a difference in a surprisingly stacked NFC East. Not something I was expecting, but Commanders looking a lot better. Well, Dallas looks a lot worse, but not than I expected. But the division's surprisingly tight because Philly doesn't look like they're... This is only the 3rd time that they've scored over 20 points or more. Everything else, the other 3 have been under 20. They don't look dominant. Darnold under center, Addison in motion. And Darnold has time and goes deep, and Munt with the completion. There's another flag. Actually, 2 flags down. Holding on 32 of the offense. Hyde Chandler on the hold. So Chandler bumps with Branch and then hooks under his arm. That's where the hold is. He initially stunned him, got him just with a cross-armed block, then decided to hook underneath. Unnecessary. 1st and 20. Darnold in the gun. And back he goes. Goes to the sideline. And Oliver with the catch. Short gain. Anzalone on the coverage. Anzalone and Van Ginkel will have a duel for respect after this. For winner of the Vikings logo. Darnold in the gun. Changing the play at the line. 2nd and 15. Darnold's back. Pressure comes, and Darnold delivers a beauty. Still on his feet. Jalen Naylor. Huge gain for the first down of the Vikings into Detroit territory. Naylor jumps, hits him in the chest, and he's able to stay on his feet, put his hand down, and gain quite a few more yards after the catch. A beautiful throw by Darnold. Four seconds on the play clock. Darnold has time, snaps it before the play runs out. And he's in the gun again, rolling to his left. And he's going to gain 5 on the ground, but there is another flag down. Vikings got to get out of their own way here. I don't know who KJ is on the KJ sticker. Offsides on the offense. Pat Mahomes is pissed right now. That'll be, what do you say when it happened to the Chiefs? You took a play off of Sam Darnold's Hall of Fame reel because of an offensive offsides? Whatever. Never forget how much the Chiefs cried after they get all the penalties that go their way and one didn't when the dude was 3 feet offside. Darnold in under center I formation. Hands off to Chandler for a 3-yard gain. So where's Jones? Didn't get hurt, did he? Darnold in the gun. Jones still not in the game. Addison in motion. Darnold steps up. Delivers to Munt for a short gain. 3rd and long. Darnold 18 of 22 for 177 and a touchdown. Also had that interception. 3rd and 9 for the Vikings. Darnold's back. Has time. Delivers a strike. Another big gain. There's Aaron Jones on the play. First and 10 for the Vikings. And to stay in this game, 4 seconds on the play clock. Darnold under center, hands off to Jones. Gain of 3. 2.5. 2nd and 7. Darnold under center. Play action. There's pressure in his face. Sacked. At the 30. Darnold looked a little slow to get up there. Didn't look like any crazy type of sack there. Oh, he's back up. Okay. 3rd and 16 for the Vikings. Quarter. If you're the Vikings, a field goal is all right here. It's still a one score game. Check some other scores. No change across the board. Every single score is the same. Philly's driving on Giants. Back here at my five of 18 for 64 yards. My God. You're being outplayed by Tyler Hunt. There's another Harris game. That's number 72 of the game so far. In her, she has more ads than Justin Jefferson has catches to this point. Justin Jefferson, 7 catches. All right, let commercial here. Vikings do not need a touchdown here. Do need a stop. They are struggling. In theory, you need a field goal is fine. But the way the Lions have been moving since the end of that first quarter, I don't know if you can just settle for a field goal. I guess it depends on this play here. Do you get it close? It's 4th and short. It's 3rd and 15 right now. If you get to 4th and short, maybe, but you need 2 scores regardless. You're going to need to stop no matter which way you spin it. So I think I'm okay with a field goal if I'm the Vikings. Obviously, I'm trying for the first down, but I think no matter what, I'm going for a field goal if I don't pick it up here. In the gun is Darnold. It's Jefferson to the top of the screen. Addison in motion. Darnold, pressure in his face. Rolls out to his right. And is going to run. And not much there. Get his kicker a few more yards. Jefferson was totally covered there. Nothing available. That's where he wanted to go. But there's nothing available. So smart by Darnold just to live to fight another day. And the Vikings have everything riding on this kick. He drills it dead center. Absolutely dead center. The Cincinnati Bengals, Joe Burrow to T. Higgins, 21-6. They finally woke up in the second half. Don't know what the hell was going on. Seattle's blowing out Atlanta. Buffalo with the ball +7 over Tennessee. Houston with the ball. We'll see how this drive goes for the Lions. We may be swapping over to that game to finish it out. -2 at Green Bay. 10-10 in Miami, in Indy versus Miami. Other two games we've already been calling here. So Seattle, Atlanta, and Philly Giants are the two biggest blowouts here. Everything else is within one score. Oh, sorry, in Cincinnati, Cleveland. The other games are one score. The Eagles up 21-3 are going for it on fourth. Just not only is it stupid, but it's just flat out disrespectful. It's so damn stupid. Irritating. And they get the touchdown. Amazing. Wow, quarterback sneak by Jalen Hurts. Billy gets the needle moving. Eagles fans everywhere rejoice. Disrespectful. Unbelievable. And I don't like the Giants. I'm a long-time, lifelong Eagles fan. Lived through a lot. That is disrespect. Wow, look at everyone celebrating in Philadelphia, in New York against the Eagles. Cool. So, just such a boring team to watch. Lord. All right. Back from Eagles Giants. Not much going on. It's been an exciting second half for the Vikings. Lions. I'm sorry, I'm looking at something else, trying to do two things at once. Been very exciting. The first quarter was quite uneventful, but ever since then, it's been an exciting game. The 5 plays. Oh, sorry, that's 4 straight touchdown drives for the Lions. For the Lions, and a little toss to Gibbs, gains 4. It is a huge drive for the defense of the Vikings, for both teams, really. You want to drain this clock if you're the Lions, and you need to get points. If you're the Vikings, you got to get off this field with enough time. Get off this field with no points and enough time for your offense to run normally. And a handoff to Gibbs, gain of a couple. A 3rd and short. Did I see a flag? No. And Goff under center. Single back. And play action. Goes deep down the middle to St. Brown. Into Vikings territory go the Lions. The Lions are not messing around. Goff is 19 of 20. 2 touchdowns. Fantastic by Jared Goff. A little bit high, but St. Brown's able to go up, snag it, and protect himself on the way down. Trips to the right. And Goff, audible. We have a bunch formation. And handoff to Gibbs for a gain of a couple. The last touchdown for Seattle was a strip and a fumble recovery for a touchdown. Little 21 throws a block on the huge offensive lineman of the Falcons. 2nd and 8 for the Lions from the 45 and a half of the Vikings. And Goff is sacked. It looked like the ball came loose, but Goff was able to recover. Just free rusher, and Goff was not able to. He just gets blasted from behind. See if the ball came out, because I believe it did. Yep. So that's a strip sack, but Goff lands on it. Third and 18 for the Lions. And the noise is picking up for the Vikings. Goff is back and delivers to St. Brown, who's into Vikings territory. Be 4th down. Vikings finally get a stop. 4 straight touchdown drives for the Lions. They're actually bringing out the punting unit. Doesn't mean they're going to punt. Word. Jack Fox is actually going to punt it. Crazy. And down at the 9. Quick bathroom break. Oh my God. I come back to a huge gain. Unbelievable throw. Perfectly to Addison. Wow. Huge play. Just walked back into that one. Vikings. Little screen out to Jones. Fantastic play by Anzalone. A loss of 5. As a 51-yard bomb from Darnold to Addison. Somebody please tell me that Darnold sucks. Come on, tell me. Or was he a Jet and then a Panther? Which one makes more sense? Darnold in the gun. Single back to the left. He's back. And steps up, and he's going to run for it. Nice gain. There is a flag. Looks like Branch made contact to Darnold's head. Everyone's freaking out. Going to be an illegal contact, automatic first down. Bunch to the left, single back to the right. Darnold in the gun. And a fake play action. Jefferson's going to throw it. And instead, he's going to run for a short gain. He went. Jefferson intended to throw, faked, started to run, pulled up to throw again. A nice play by Jefferson just to gain a few. Completely broken play. Jefferson still kept his eyes downfield as he was running. Play action for Darnold. And he's going to run again. Short gain of 1. Jack Campbell on the tackle. Jack Campbell certainly saved a first down there. Now, it's not a sack because he fell forward past the first down. But Campbell wraps him up, saves the first down. It'll be 3rd down. 3rd and 7 for the Vikings. Now, is this 4-down territory? And Darnold in the gun again, trips to the left. Back. Pressured. Breaks the feet. And sacked for a loss. That's Rodriguez. Obviously, a sack is for a loss, so that was stupid, but field goal unit's going to come out. And the field goal is good. Hell of a game. Detroit 28, Minnesota 23. Seattle's just running out the clock here in Atlanta. Buffalo dominating Tennessee after a slow start. Same with Cincinnati versus the Browns. Houston with the ball -2 at Green Bay. Dolphins with the ball -3 at Indy. And the Eagles are blowing out the Giants. Tyreek Hill, 1 catch, 5 yards. Oh, sorry. 1 carry for 5 yards, 0 catches against the Colts. Incredible. 1 carry for 5 yards. Oh my God. You're giving these commercials for sports betting. Never bet what you can't afford to lose. Like they're pushing all this betting, but then now they're pretending like they care if you bet too much. What the hell do you think they want? Every other commercial. So it's either Harris campaign commercial or sports betting. And sometimes the Harris campaign commercials are sponsored by sports betting and vice versa. This FanDuel is sponsored by please vote in 2024. Yeah. What I find so hilarious about the Pete Rose situation, you know, all that sports betting, the dude's not going to be in the Hall of Fame as a coach, which is when he was betting. But now there's sports betting every 10 seconds. Every freaking time you turn around, there's a sports betting commercial or ad or something. And Pete Rose still isn't in the Hall of Fame. He should be banned as a manager. That's when he was betting. He's one of the greatest hitters of all time. There's Shohei Ohtani, obviously, and then Pete Rose, according to everyone. Shohei Ohtani's the greatest player ever. Now, I like the guy, but this is why I don't like typical sports commentary and such, because they latch onto a couple guys and they just beat you to death with them. There's other players. All right, we're back. 6:04 to go. Lions with the ball. Vikings with all 3 timeouts, down by 5. 1st and 10. Goff with the play action. Dumps it out to Montgomery, incomplete. Goff with pressure in his face. I couldn't tell if Van Ginkel got a hand on it, on Goff's arm, but the ball kind of floated low and incomplete. Second and 10. Now, if you're the Lions, so that was only Goff's second incompletion. Now, if you're the Lions, you got to take some time off this clock. Hand off to Montgomery for a nice gain. And he fumbles. And touchdown. There is a flag down. Oh my God. There is a penalty. Why do we know the ref's name? Crucial call from Clay Martin. Holding on Detroit, it looks like. The Vikings. Defensive touchdown. Punched out. No doubt about it. It's a fumble. Scooped up. And Van Ginkel taps on Decker for the block, and Pace walks it into the end zone. So now if you're the Vikings, you got to go for 2 to get a 3-point game. What a turn of events. Four straight touchdowns by the Lions turns into, wow, a punt and then a fumble recovery touchdown by the Vikings. Arnold's back. Incomplete. Pass intended for Addison. You have so much time to go. 29-28, Vikings lead. 5:50 to go. Punched out. Incredible job. It was Metellus on the punch out, and then Pace scoops it. You have so much time if you're the Vikings. If you're the Lions, Lord. For the Lions, 5:50 with 2 timeouts, you can just run your regular offense. All you need is a field goal, Dan Campbell. I don't know if he knows what field goals are, but someone let him know he has a field goal kicker. Kick a field goal. Vikings +1, 5:50 to go. Lions with the ball. Vikings record in 1-score games last year was 6-8. 14 1-score games for the Vikings last year. Incredible. And that was without, because Kirk Cousins tore his Achilles, so it was a lot of Nick Mullins and Josh Dobbs and such. Off under center, hands it off, and Gibbs for a nice gain. Montgomery's on the sideline. I don't know if I like that. I think I would have given it right back to him after that fumble. You can't have him over there thinking about it. And play action. Goff goes deep. Incomplete. Goff overthrows him by just a little bit. And Raymond makes a diving catch but can't get his feet down. Hell of a catch by Raymond. But he just couldn't get his feet on him. Diving catch out of bounds. Third and 6 for the Lions. Now what do you do if you're Detroit if you don't get it here? You just, this is 4-down territory the whole way down the field. It's got to be. And Goff is back and fumbles, but recovered by Detroit. Well, now you got to punt it. Bills end up blowing out the Titans. Bengals blow out the Browns. Seattle blows out the Falcons. Eagles blow out the Giants. The only close games are Houston, Green Bay. Houston, who still has the ball with only a minute 52 to go. Indy with the ball +3. Now Detroit is on to punt. 4th and 21. That's not even... What a turn of events. Huge punt by Fox. My goodness. And covered. Immediately covered. The ball's loose. I think he was down by contact, though. All right, 4:16 to go. You may not like the Vikings. You may hate the Vikings. That is a nice stadium. Home of Super Bowl 52, by the way. Right. Arnold under center. And Jones. Jones was swallowed up again behind the line, but is able to gain 5 yards. Breakthrough. What percentage this world? Yeah. I don't think you throw this ball at all if you're O'Connell. Arnold under center again, 2nd and 5. 3:33 to go. And a handoff to Jones. The 1 yard gain. Inbounds. It's not over after this if you're the Lions, but this is... You want to keep those timeouts. Darnold has been fantastic today. Only 4 incompletions, and one was a fantastic interception by the Lions. The other was a drop by Munt, so just 2 incompletions other than the drop. 21-25 for 239, a touchdown and a pick. Darnold's going to throw. Incomplete over the head of Jefferson. So now 2:41 to go. Wow. That is a ballsy call by O'Connell. Now you get the 2-minute warning and 2 timeouts. Just to get a field goal, that's all you need. And it's returnable. Nice gain by Raymond out to the 30. 60 yards between you and the Vikings' first loss. Incredible game. Started off so sluggish. Right, 2:32 to go. 1st and 10. Little handoff to Gibbs for a gain of 4. Still haven't seen Montgomery since the fumble. Detroit's going to get one more play before the 2-minute warning. What in the hell? Detroit does not run another play before the 2-minute warning. I don't know what that was about. And it looks like Houston takes a field goal lead against Green Bay in Green Bay. Yes, the only score for Houston in the second half, so go-ahead field goal. CJ Stroud, 10 of 21 for 86 yards. Jordan Love, people are saying he's the best quarterback in the NFL, blah, 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 all this nonsense. The dude can't stop throwing interceptions. Since he's been back, he had 3 against Minnesota, 1 in each of the other 2 games, and then 2. So that's what, 7 interceptions in the 4 games since he's been back? Yeah, I don't think that's good. But what do I know? What the hell's going on with CJ Stroud? 10 of 21 for 86 yards? Woof. Uh-oh, Stephon Diggs only had 5 catches, but only 23 yards. He's going to be throwing a hissy fit on X, isn't he? Oh, Stephon Diggs. Green Bay is going to be lining up for the game-winning field goal. Indy ends up pulling it out against Miami. Let's see. Oh. Huntley was benched or injured, and Boyle 3 of 5 for 41 yards. Whoa. Miami has a chance to win the game with a touchdown, but they got a ways to go. Anthony Richardson, the number, what was he, like 3 overall pick? 10 of 24 for $129. Dude. 3 seconds to go. Packers are lining up for a field goal to win it. Gibbs on the carry out to the 48-yard line. Gain of 14. Jake Bates, the kicker for the Lions, is getting ready. Minute 27 to go, and the Lions are taking their sweet time. Off on the play action, and a little dump out to Gibbs with a huge gain. Now they are in field goal range. .45-yard attempt by Green Bay, by the way. And Green Bay beats Houston. 29-28 Vikings lead, minute 18 to go. Gibbs running out of bounds might have been a mistake. Goff to throw. Huge gain to Brown. What a throw by Goff. My goodness. That was an absolute missile. Goff's not particularly known for having the strongest of arms, but that was an absolute dot. That was in double coverage, and Brown hangs on. Smith and Gilmore on the coverage. Minute 7 to go. Vikings call a timeout to conserve some clock. 1st and 10. And this has to be 3 straight runs, right? You can't play around here. Hand off to Gibbs. And tackled for a short loss. Minute 2 to go. This has been an incredible game. On 2 separate occasions, the Lions had an 11-point lead and the Vikings were able to come back. That huge fumble recovery touchdown being the difference at this point. Most games have come to a close here. Now they're just going to kneel it. Timeout Minnesota. 3rd and 10. Jake Bates has an opportunity to take the lead. It'll give the Vikings about 20 seconds remaining. You have to factor in, so it's a 40-second clock. Minute left. You have to get a couple of seconds for the... You have to factor in the kick, which takes 4 or 5 seconds. The kneel down, which will take a couple of seconds. So let's call it 6. Then the 40. You're going to have about 14 seconds to go with no timeouts. So it's going to be a miracle type situation for the Vikings if the Lions make the field goal. If they don't, well, Jake Bates might be run out of town. I don't know. It's a very manageable field goal here. So 59 seconds is when the 40-second clock starts. You're going to get it down to 1, call a timeout for Detroit. And it takes about 4 seconds for a field goal. He does look nervous. They're showing him on the sideline. He doesn't have the confidence that you would expect. Well, that you would want, not that you'd expect. This guy's a rookie. Deep breaths. "19 seconds to go. Michael Badgley, the original kicker for the Lions, tore his hamstring in July. Got to be a miserable injury. Good Lord. Tear your hamstring? Oh. Especially for a kicker. Will he ever kick again? That's an actually insane injury for a kicker. I don't know if it was plant leg or kick leg, but good Lord. 19 seconds to go. 44-yard attempt. Kick is up. Kick is good. Drills it with tons of room to spare. 15 seconds to go. 31-29 Detroit. There he is. Now that's the kind of thing that'll give a kicker confidence moving forward. He looked very nervous on the sidelines, but next time they need a game-winning field goal, he's going to have the confidence and maybe a little bit of swagger walking out there. Little fist pump, little smile. Good for him. O'Connell shows literally no facial expressions. in theory, Jared Goff with the game-winning touchdown drive. Bates with the game-winning field goal. In theory. Now, there's still 15 seconds left. We don't have all zeros. We never know what's going to happen. No. Kick this shit deep into the end zone. Get this touchback and make them go the full distance. I don't know if Darnold has the arm strength. I know he has arm strength. I don't know if he has the arm strength to throw at 70. Career long for Reichard is 58. I don't think, pending a penalty, you're probably not going to have to rely on the kicker. And Darnold's back. One-man rush. And Naylor is tackled, and that will do it. Game over. The Detroit Lions knock off the Minnesota Vikings 31-29. What's going on? Okay, there's a flag down for an illegal formation. O'Connell's asking, what happens if I decline? Huh. That'll do it. Detroit Lions with a game-winning field goal drive to beat the undefeated Vikings. The last remaining undefeated team. And the Lions are atop the NFC. Oh. Oh my God. They're giving the Vikings one more play in 1 second. Shouldn't there be a 10-second runoff? What's happening? If the offense gets set, they're set even though it's an illegal formation. There's a runoff. Oh my God. 1 second to go. Take back everything I just said. Oh boy. What in the hell are we seeing? What are we watching? 1st and 15. 1 second remaining from the 45. From the Vikings 40. Detroit blitzes and sack. Unbelievable. Nowalski on the sack. And that will do it. Detroit 31, Minnesota 29 is your final. In one of the better games this season. Detroit is atop the NFC. Vikings, surprising 5-0 Vikings, the last remaining undefeated team, get their first loss of the season. And we'll be seeing this one again in Detroit later on. Come on, give it to me for the Thanksgiving game. Give us something good to watch on Thanksgiving for a change. All right, and that'll do it for me here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for jumping in, jumping out, tuning in. And we will catch you guys Wednesday for our usual live podcast. Check out there's not much going on personally for the 4 o'clock games, but we have a good Monday nighter, Baltimore, Tampa. All right, we will catch you guys